is your destiny? Well, 12 CAW talents from the Empire Wrestling Network and CAW communities all around the world are ready to leave their legacy and become the first ever SPW Destiny Champion right here in the Supreme Pro Wrestling Destiny Championship Tournament. Representing first, Hipnosis. He'll be representing Fight Zone Wrestling, Online Wrestling Federation, and Supreme Pro Wrestling 2K. Hipnosis is the backbone of the MWN. Apache Guerrero, representing Worldwide Wrestling, WWW, and Supreme Pro Wrestling 2K. COLDSTONE Ahjit, he'll be representing Rising Sun Persero and Supreme Pro Wrestling 2K. Ramone, representing Super Lucha Libre and Supreme Pro Wrestling 2K. The Golden Boy, Shaine Ashton, representing No Remorse Mafia and Supreme Pro Wrestling 2K. Tiger Fury, Aoki, representing Rising Sun Persero, Super Japan Pro Wrestling and WDW. Snipes, representing United Kingdom Wrestling, Supreme Pro Wrestling 2K. Eric Wolf, representing UPW. Evan Reynolds, representing PWA. Instinct Classic, Mason Brooks, representing XCW. Bloodhound Gang's ROTTi, representing Supreme Pro Wrestling 2K. And Scott Adams, representing Call of Honor. This is the Destiny Championship Series 2018 tournament presented by Supreme Pro Wrestling 2K. Who will be our SPW2K Destiny Champion and who will go on to face off Nathan Smärta for the SPW2K World Championship at HeatWave? Well, we'll only find out at one place, and that will be the SPW Destiny Championship Series Tournament 2018. See you at the matches.
SPW is looking for a change. I'm that change that is going to come to SPW. I am that change that will change you all. So I hope that you're ready for all of you to be purged. The Purge Empire is coming, and you can believe that.
Got Evan Reynolds, Scott Adams, right here at Destiny Championship Series Tournament, New York City, Hammerstein Ballroom Night 3. Let's get this underway. I'm DJ E, the voice of SPW2K and the SPW2K president, and we are reading the arrival of PWA's own Evan Reynolds. And here he is, the young fire starter, Evan Reynolds, representing PWA. Don't tempt his dark passenger, Evan Reynolds, representing PWA. Looking on to the crowd that he's captivated over the past couple of days. Here in NYC, he's been making his mark, making his statement here in SPW2K, the Destiny Championship Series tournament. Round 2 is underway here tonight. Evan Reynolds surviving round 1 through his mission, defeating ROTTi. Here at night 3 now, he is keen to trying to get to the finals. He's one step away. Evan Reynolds, geared up, he's amped, he's ready. He's got some fans behind him throughout this past couple of days. Definitely have changed their tide, changed their choices on who's going to win here in this tournament. We've shuffled the deck a little bit going to this second round here on night 3. I even mixing up the days. It's just been an amazing action. But here we are. Evan Reynolds waiting out this man, the British bruiser, the British badass, Scott Adams, representing Call of Honor, COH. Scott Adams making his way down. He has just beaten, battered, and bruised his way to advancing in this matchup, defeating Jesse Snipes in the first round of action at Destiny Championship Series action. A nice British strong style, new style of British strong style action went down in that matchup. Scott Adams getting the better of it with that powerful power bomb in the attempt to just have your head just ricochet off that mat. This British bruiser, Scott Adams, is not going to let anything get in his way from making it to the finals. He has a huge booking schedule ahead of him, and so does Evans, as he's looking to make waves in the CAWS community. And here we go. Round 2 is underway. Scott Adams sending Evans in the corner, turning him around, sending him back in the corner again, this time with more force, sending him over the top rope to the floor, dropping that knee into the spine. And Scott Adams, representing Call of Honor, he has the CAWS All-Stars coming up. The conjunction with ECW, the whole CAWS Workshop and CAWS Central. CAWS All-Stars all up in arms, uniting all CAWS talents. And oh my god, that fall-away reverse. Fell the back suplex with the chokehold too. And he's locking in on that neck. Picture perfect. Scott Adams is a dangerous man. And Evans, the young Evan Reynolds, trying to make an impression here throughout this tournament, throughout the CAWS industry. Scott Adams, look at him, loosening up that turnbuckle. Throwing out the rules out the window, and we just starting up the night. And oh, that elbow right to the face. A nasty elbow right to the mouth. Evans now being picked up, back to the basics, over under, taking down Scott Adams. Scott Adams now locking it up, and I'd like to thank all the CAWS promotions getting involved in, oh, that pop-up Samoan drop. And Scott Adams, the tide has changed, momentum has changed, and look at that. Straight jacket, bell to back, hold. Suplex, holding that position. Right on the shoulders. Butterfly suplex. That butterfly effect suplex, I like to call it. Picking up Scott Adams now. The tide has changed. Evan Reynolds dropping Scott Adams. All that extra weight on Scott Adams, who has a heavy weight and height advantage over Evan Reynolds, it looks like. And look, using that weight to just muscle down that pinning predicament. And all just grinding down on the tempo. Oh, eats that elbow to the gut. Scott Adams firing right back with a shot to the midsection. And then what is this? Setting up as he drops Evans right across the knee and falls out with a back senton. Is trying to drive the air and slow down Evans. Scott Adams leaping off the top rope. Springboard elbow drop. You think that's out of character, but Scott Adams, low-key hybrid Brit superstar brawler, has come a long way out here in New York City and all, being driven into the corner. His little trap that he set up in the corner, releasing that turnbuckle, has worked against him, but no. I thought it was going to work against him. Evans going to score that pinfall and all. Insult to injury, the kick to the back. Evans holding that back. Holding onto that back as he just beats down on Scott Evans. And using that back as a target and all, leaping up the corner. Scott Evans. Scott and Evans just going pillar to post here tonight. Scott Adams now back to his feet. Evans back in control. No. Oh, beautiful. I thought it was going to be a reversal. And it just turned into a stunner. Similar to what helped Scott Adams get over on Jesse Snipes in round 1. And look at this, kicking out the legs into that stun on Scott Adams. And Scott Adams is not in good shape. Evans is in full control and he eats that knee. Go to sleep. Evans delivering that. Scott Adams following a swanton out of the middle turnbuckle. Evans is in control. Scott Adams has let Evans start cooking and he's grilling him right now. Oh, look at this. Another fall away stunner. And Scott Adams, veteran Scott Adams, rolling out to the outside, getting out of dodge, creating that space. A veteran in the game, former world champion in COH. And look at that slingshot spear right at the ribs that he's been working on. In midsection, no, Evans not letting that stop his tide. Look at that seesaw arm drag. Little luchador experience by Evans. And look at that clobbering. And this is such a big opportunity for both these men. Ignite that fire in their careers. Scott Adams wants to collect more world championships internationally on the community scene outside of COH. And that's not going to stop him. Oh my God! Evans throwing his all in that clothesline, sending both men crashing to the floor. Evans landing on his feet surprisingly like a cat. And no, what is this? Tilt-a-whirl sending one back in that standoff. Evans sending Scott right back into the ring. And man, these guys just equaling out each other. Once one man takes advantage, the other tries to equal out that stomp again on the other corner. 2 for 2. 2 for 2. And Evans working on Scott. Can Evans get a huge upset over a Call Honor World Champion? This would be huge for Evans. This will splash in heavily on the scenes and definitely have the bookers and Call Honor watching. And Evans now, representing PWA, was in heavily control. Now Scott Adams just ricocheting his head off the mat. And this is the brutal brawler mentality that Scott Adams carries, and Evans trying to capitalize. Scott Adams, the brute. Now look at this. Irish whip set up to the rope, and no! Adams just whipping Evans like a fly out of the air. And Scott Adams, what is this? Sending Evans to the rope. Elbow right again, right to the face. Keeping it straight, simple, and back to the basics. Adams, and this may be his key. Adams has been keeping his matches very simple, mat-based, brawler mentality, high impact moves, keeping his pacing good. And look at this, camel clutch, locking in and wrenching on the back and the neck that he's been working on throughout the match. And oh, look at that, and he almost guillotined Adams on the rope there. Evans, oh man, eats an elbow to the back of the head. And what is this, a package? Fall away slam. Damn. And Adams just like that gonna score? No. Evans, that could have been panic. That could have been panic that he couldn't breathe. Pressure. Back against the wall now. Adams is in control. Adams, oh my god, with a nasty elbow, springboard elbow into the spine. Evans now. No, Evans stops that. Sweeps his leg right out of his leg. Kick his leg right out of his leg. He's allowing out of Owen Hart. And we got back-to-back action here tonight. Round 2 gonna close out. And we're going to figure out who's going to go to the finals. Who is going to the finals here as we see a beautiful sequence. Another nasty elbow to the face. And those have all connected. And look at this. Fall away. Oh my god! What the hell was that? Evans continues to innovate in this tournament. And if he hasn't created an impact and turned some eyes and turned some heads into his direction, I don't know what else he needs to do here besides winning. And look at this. Evans, that twerking brain buster right on Scott Adams. Scott Adams. Now, look at this. You gotta ask, how much you know? He catches him. He's been capitalizing. And oh my god, he tried to dive. Slingshot. And he went far for that one. What a match by these guys. And oh man, Bell 3 Amigos it's looking like. Another barrel of backs. Suplex holding on. Another one. Release 3 Amigos. ROTTi to Eddie Guerrero. Adams is in control and he feels it. Evans incapacitated and Evans getting out of dodge. Can he get back, create that space? Gonna work in his favor potentially. No. He's got a shoulder tackle. No. Standoff. Back kick to the back of the leg. Back of the knee there. And oh my god, Adams. Adams. No. Adams. Way too close to the ropes. Adams, what are you going to do? Throw him out. Oh my god. He ricocheted his neck off the ropes. You could have broke his neck. Adams, the British badass, closing in on a win 3. And Adams is going to the finals in the Destiny 2K Championship Series tournament. Golly, Adams. As we look at some of the highlights in this matchup, what a match. But Adams kept it back to the basics and capitalized at key moments. Evans, the unorthodox, innovative maneuvers could only work so long, but that right there, you see his neck ricochet off the ropes and then ricochet off the mat. Concussion City right there. As 1, 2, 3. Adams is going to the finals. Scott Adams has created his pathway, created his destiny, and he's going to the 4th night. Night 4, the finale. And we'll see you at that final, Scott Adams. Congrats. As you look at the tail of the tape there, you got Mason Brooks, Apache Guerrero, Hipnosis, COLDSTONE going down. Scott Adams, the first man to advance. And just like that, we go right into things. Mason Brooks, representing XCW from Toronto, Canada. The instant classic childhood star. Mason Brooks, one step away from his destiny. Mason Brooks representing XCW, trying to create a wave here. In the sense that here tonight, he splashes his name on the scene. It's going to be a tall pass.
But he gets a big win here tonight. He is definitely gonna make waves. He sets up his journey as he goes into the finals. If Mason Brooks has what it takes to go all the way through an instant classic performance at Destiny Championship Series 2018, we'll only find out as he steps up against the first ever 6-man tag team champion, one part of the trio known as the Lucha Natives. This man is representing WWW Worldwide Wrestling.
The daylight,
None other than Apache, Guerrero.
Abundance in bundles, blessings and troubles, towers and tunnels, views and valleys, waves and peaks, streets shoot from the sun, planet Earth, and they scared of no Mars. What type of bars is that? Stay off my chat. I'm on the corny riot bombers, top 5 die on and on them, super fly, slip the top rope, equal dive on them. You wire lying, homie, you won't play with my emotions, smoky. Big Chief heart rate, B-E-Y-I-C, straight jacket, come clean, big said it was a dream, now it's a living thing, with you and living kings, I mean
defeated Shaine Ashton at night 2, completing round 1 of the main event with a huge upset down in World War and a positive matchup for Nancy and using a meeting and keeping that World Championship and become the first ever Destiny champion that wins this tournament here tonight. This path, he's one step away from the finals. And it's this man, Mason Brooks, in his way. The bell has sounded in our second match of round 2. Night 3 is underway, and here we go. These guys trading off. Apache getting the better of Mason Brooks, getting behind it. He tosses Mason Brooks. And that right there is a statement of who is the stronger man between the two in the early going. And this is a perfect pairing, a battle of two brutes, two powerhouses, unorthodox powerhouses. And Mason, gets stopped right there, and he falls back with an elbow. Kicks the legs right out of him, and this series of machine gun kicks, those tree trunk legs, right to the chest. I mean, see that, and he falls away with a roundhouse kick to the head. The Apache Guerrero gets right back up, not phasing that. Trying to go for a chop, not following through with that. Ducks that punch and follows up with a neck breaker. Bringing it right back to the basics. And Apache Guerrero dropping that knee. And he holds on as he gets back up off of it, adding insult to injury. Instant classic. Trying to be created here tonight with Mason Brooks. Apache Guerrero creating that escape with the knee to the gut and upstairs, drilling him down. Mason Brooks tried to roll out, but he got stopped by the Apache. Apache knowing the move before Mason Brooks can call it. And when you have two big brutes like that, yes, you want to compare your strength in the early going, but that will drain your energy so much more. Instead, you want to pull out your open arsenal, some of the unorthodox moves that you do have in your toolbox. As Apache tried to score that pinfall and followed up with that kick to the back, Mason Brooks still has fight in him, and Apache just chopping him right over the head and shoulder blade. Slingshot leg drop by Apache. Back in the attack, following through those elbows to also the neck and the collarbone. Is wherever those elbows, those unprotected elbows can land. And Apache looking to close in. Gonna dart him with that hit. Those flying knee, following with that kick as well. He just hits him with that. And a swanton out of the heavens. And that could be it. Right in the middle of the squared circle. Mason Brooks is a bad shit too. And Mason Brooks kicks out. But you see the toll it takes on him as he's trying and gutting to breathe. Damn near spitting out his mouthpiece and his mouth guard. And look at this, a curb stomp. Oh, Apache curb stomping Mason Brooks. Mason Brooks in bad shape. Apache Guerrero could be going to the finals as he guillotines Mason Brooks on the rope. Going for the pin predicament. 1. No. Mason kicks out. Mason locked up in between the legs. Apache as he eats those elbows over the dome. Apache maintaining control for so long as he gets back tossed over by Mason Brooks. And look at this, the power of Mason Brooks drilling him back into the mat. And Mason Brooks has the fire ignited under him. And here we go. Oh, he levels Apache Guerrero. The instant classic Mason Brooks creating an opening right here tonight. Another clothesline, knee hook and clothesline. And oh, drilling it. Getting some height under that one. Mason, those cutting kicks to the gut, and then he falls through the forearm to the face. Gonna go into the pinning predicament. 1, 2 for a pinfall. No. Gonna see Mason kind of getting frustrated, and I don't think the young cat should under the veteran that is Apache Guerrero. You're hanging in there, kid. An instant classic, Mason Brooks. Oh my God! What a beautiful bell-to-back suplex. A nice bridge, and he falls up, stomping on the elbow joint, cutting off that supply, helping Apache carry his weight, eat at the feet. And Mason Brooks, what is he looking for? It's stalking Apache Guerrero, stalking him with that headbutt. Oh, eats it with that knee to the face and that leveling with that lariat though. And oh, spining him with that spine buster, drilling him into the mat. Somewhat of a swanton, not catching it flush though. Trying to kick away Apache rolling away though. Tomahawk chops. Tomahawk combination by the native Apache Guerrero, the Lucha native, feeling himself, drilling into the spine, and that's what you gotta do. Take out the knees, take out the lower back of your opponent, especially with the bigger man. Mason Brooks looking like he's the more agile of the two though. Oh, gets pushed off, shoved off by Apache, not even a 1 count. And that is just Apache just showing off his strength. They could be setting him up for a very dangerous position. And you can see Apache taking his time just to set him up for that drop toe hold into the rope, guillotining his neck into the rope violently. And Apache, another tomahawk slap to the face, disrespectful. Apache trying to just get into the mind mentally of Mason Brooks. Clothesline Mason, gonna break him down. Apache being the veteran out of the 2 men here tonight. He's fought many wars, but this Destiny tournament is unlike any other tournament in the CAW community scene right now going today. Uniting so many communities, so many CAW promotions into one squared circle, into one series of 4 nights. And look at this position. He has him in that tamer. Been trying to tame Apache Guerrero in a sense of getting a victory. Submission victory gets shoved off Apache. And I said XCW versus WWW here tonight. And oh, I'd spiking him with that DDT. And it looks like Worldwide Wrestling could be closing in on XCW. We have Call of Honor in the finals. And oh, whipping Mason Brooks back inside the squared circle, keeping the fight in the ring. I respect that, Apache. And look at this. Snake Eyes to Mason Brooks, sets him up in the corner. And oh, Mason showing off that strength. He starts Apache and whips Apache face first, from his leg to his face. And look at this submission. Look at this submission set up. You can pop a hamstring like that. Apache rolling over. Escaping. Mason. No. Apache keeping the fight inside with a beautiful crossbody. Slingshot crossbody. And Apache gonna drill him with the knees. Gonna drill him. Oh my God. The way your head just ricochets off the mat like that. And look at this. Look at this submission. Ways away from the rope. Ways away from the rope. Mason Brooks. Mason. Oh! The power in the legs and in the back. Mason Brooks now fighting back from the tomahawk combo. Oh, he tried to showcase and show off, but he gets caught up with a modified net breaker, whipping him into the mat, similar to his finisher. And that could be just a cheeky move from Apache to Mason. No, spine buster to Mason Brooks. Apache gonna close in for the win. 1, 2, and Mason still has life. What a performance by Mason Brooks in this matchup. Just fighting back. The heart, the determination that's in this guy, in this kid. Apache now setting up Mason. And Mason coming around with a neck breaker. With a neck breaker. He uses the rope to assist and quickly get back up to set up for that pinfall. And Apache showboating that shoulder, shooting that shoulder up. Not expending too much of his strength by shoving Mason Brooks. He's just shoving up his shoulder. Smart man. But Mason maintaining control, staying on top of Apache. And that's what he needs to do. And what is this? Mason? No. Apache getting the better of Mason. No. Mason. Look at this sequence of these two. Mason. Nope. Look at this. Apache. Oh, man, like a black hole slam into the mat. And Apache again gonna set up Mason Brooks. I don't know how much of these that Mason Brooks can take. And oh, Mason dodging it. Close call. He dodges it. Uppercut. Nasty uppercut. And look at this. Eat the feet. Jacking up the jaw some more. And Mason Brooks standing over his territory. Mason Brooks looking for that neck breaker. That slingshot. Riptide neck breaker. 1, 2, 3. Mason Brooks has done it. Oh my God. Mason Brooks just defeated the 6-man champion. And Mason Brooks has got his opportunity with a huge win over Apache Guerrero. Mason Brooks is headed to Destiny Championship Series match for a finale. And he is going for the Destiny Championship Series finale. And he's going to meet Scott Adams in that finals for that Destiny Championship. And just look at these highlights. I personally thought Apache was going to roll all the way. I'm going to be honest, going to be straight shit. I thought Apache was going to take it. But Mason Brooks goes to show you he's going to bounce any of the talent competing in this tournament. All 12 CAWS talents competing in this tournament have fought for their destiny. And Mason Brooks has assigned himself and found himself into the finals. Congrats to Mason Brooks.
SPW is looking for a change. I'm the change that is going to come to SPW. I am that change that will change you all. So I hope that you're ready for all of you to be purged. The Purge Empire is coming. and you can believe that.
And I don't know who tried to hack the servers, but we have to go into our main event here at night 3. Close out round 2 and find out who is going to our finale. Gonna be the third man to meet Scott Adams and Mason Brooks. Right here we have the Arabian Nightmare, the homicidal, genocidal, suicidal man known as COLDSTONE Ahjit. COLDSTONE Ahjit with a menacing evil stare down to all those in attendance here in the Hammerstein Ballroom. COLDSTONE Ahjit looking to make his road to supremacy, looking to make his road to reigning supreme here into SPW and creating that destiny. Representing Rising Sun for Zero and SPW2K, he said to do battle, go to war. He defeated Ramone in round 1. Night 1. Here, night 3. He's one step away from capturing that spot, that final slot open for the finals and our finale night at night 4 of the Destiny Champion Series tournament. COLDSTONE Ahjit is looking for his opportunity to become the first ever Destiny champion as he rates his opponent, the unorthodox enigma, Hipnosis, representing OWF, Fight Zone Wrestling, and SPW2K. This man is representing the Empire Wrestling Network as a whole. He's the investor, one of the co-owners of the Empire Wrestling Network. Hipnosis has made his way to the second round and is destined to make it to the finals. Hipnosis, investor, co-owner of the Empire Wrestling Network. He's carried promotions on his back. He's been a booker. He's been a president here, a former president here in SPW. He's been a former SPW World Champion. Hipnosis wants to reignite that fire within him and slap on that legendary status worldwide on a global scale throughout the COD community and the COD wrestling scene. Winning this Destiny tournament is going to do just that. All eyes in the COD community are watching this tournament, from bookers, promoters, to talent that want to get involved in the next one. A win here tonight within these two men secures their spot. Hipnosis is in the ring. Hipnosis is ready. COLDSTONE staring down Hipnosis. Hipnosis ready to go to war. And let's go. The final match of round 2 is underway. Hipnosis with a headlock takedown, bringing it back to the basics in the squared circle. COLDSTONE rolling out Hipnosis. Hipnosis slings shots, splash on COLDSTONE, and I dare you to say that 3 times fast. And Hipnosis looking for a net breaker on COLDSTONE. And both these guys have kind of similar style. They can play the extreme game and put their bodies on the line if they have to. It's really going to come down to who wants it that much more between these two men, as they're both hybrid high flyers with a hardcore background. And Hurricanrana out of the turnbuckle, out of the second rope by COLDSTONE. Beautiful and flawlessly done as he helps and picks up Hipnosis and hoists him up for that Arabian brain buster. Package brain buster, he likes to call it. And COLDSTONE Ahjit, look at that nasty way to break your elbow, pop your elbow out of its joint with that maneuver right there. COLDSTONE now, oh,
Gets attacked in the midsection. Hipnosis creating that space, and Hipnosis has a very old school 90s style in-ring attacking arsenal. He likes to bring it back to the basics a lot, and then hit you with that innovative, unorthodox style of the current generation of in-ring shoot style, strong style attacks. And Hipnosis setting up COLDSTONE for that flip around stunner variation that we've seen been used throughout this tournament. Creating that space, jacking up that jaw, making your opponent dazed and confused as Hipnosis goes for a swanton off of the middle rope. Hipnosis has caused havoc with swantons throughout his career. From ladders, off of entrance sets, you name it, Hipnosis has done swantons off of it. Has changed his in-ring style heavily throughout his career though. And look at this! Oh my god, with that guillotine net breaker off the top rope. Perched up COLDSTONE. And he's looking to break COLDSTONE's fucking neck here tonight as he launches his body. Leap of faith variation into COLDSTONE. Hipnosis stomping in the face of COLDSTONE now. And what is he setting up for? Knee shot net breaker. Again, like I said, he's working on the head, trying to make COLDSTONE dazed and confused. Look at this, setting up COLDSTONE. Oh! Creating that space. Kick to the legs. Combinations to follow. Hipnosis wants to win this tournament. Create his name back on a main event scale on the scene as of late over the past year or so. Hipnosis said he felt like he was getting lost in the shuffle. Talked to him backstage. He's looking at this Destiny Championship tournament as an opportunity to splash his name on an international scale throughout the CAWS community. You know, and also carry the banner of the Empire Wrestling Network as a whole. Have the world not forget about the lost history of the Empire Wrestling Network and the whole Empire scene that runs deep within his veins and his DNA. COLDSTONE Ahjit representing a forefather empire wrestling promotion. Rising Sun Persero, and he's representing proud that's put his name on the map throughout Japan and brought him over here into the international North American market. But outside here, these guys going to war, and Hipnosis DDTing COLDSTONE on his head. Both these guys looking this as an opportunity as Hipnosis just kicking up the dirt early out, possibly creating the burial ground and ready to bury COLDSTONE 6 feet deep. And Hipnosis smashing COLDSTONE's head across the apron. Hipnosis knows COLDSTONE's history of past concussions, and that's what he's trying to look forward to. Injure COLDSTONE in the early going of this matchup, and COLDSTONE, oh man, silencing Hipnosis damn near with that maneuver and maintaining control. This is the Empire. It's great talent. COLDSTONE, handler, T-neck, has been a legend in the Empire wrestling scene, a trainer of his. And Hipnosis knows who T-neck is very fondly throughout his MMW days. Just a kind of passing the ties and passing the torch, and these guys go to war on the outside. Hipnosis now, what does he have set up? Hipnosis. Oh my god! Hipnosis just powerbomb COLDSTONE's back first on the guardrail. And you see his back ricocheting down the bend across that guardrail. You can break a man's back that way. And COLDSTONE in bad shape as Hipnosis. Hipnosis setting up for a VHS. Hipnosis hits a VHS. And this is it. Hipnosis going for the pinfall. 1, 2. No. COLDSTONE still has fucking life in him. COLDSTONE. And you see COLDSTONE struggling to get up and being powerbombed on that guardrail. Hipnosis has took this match to a whole new level. And COLDSTONE
all across the arm. This has been a pure tournament that has taken so much risky turns and in-ring maneuvers that can end one's career. And these are some of the best CAWS talents to step up to the plate. And COLDSTONE is looking for a huge upset, huge opportunity here, but he got stopped in his combination and his onslaught by Hipnosis. Hipnosis showing off his strength, showing off determination, showing off the fire in his heart. And COLDSTONE back with a hurricane runner that has helped him create that space, has helped him heavily in this matchup. Another whipping kick to the back, and he slams Hipnosis face first into the mat. COLDSTONE, as the fans in the Hammerstein Ball all on their feet in awe to who is going to go to the finals here tonight. Round out the final three for the Destiny Championship Series Triple Threat Finale. The Destiny Championship, Hipnosis for a swanton, and he didn't risk it off the top rope. He went for the middle rope, and he crashed and burned. COLDSTONE only getting the short pinfall, not getting the victory, throwing a high knee. Hipnosis hits a high knee on COLDSTONE. Hipnosis 1, 2, no. Hipnosis, and you can see the frustration being built under Hipnosis, and that cannot get the best of you, blood. This cannot get the best of you. COLDSTONE will capitalize on that. Hipnosis going straight to submission. Hipnosis changing guard, going to submission. Will COLDSTOne tapping out. Remember his back. Remember that powerbomb in the guard wheel. COLDSTOne has tapped out to live to fight another day. And Hipnosis, his psychology, has gotten the best of him and has created his opportunity to go to the finals here in the Destiny Championship Series tournament, representing Fight Zone Wrestling, OWF, SPW2K. The whole Empire Wrestling Network is relying on Hipnosis at this point in the finale. Hipnosis. As you look at those highlights, it's that right there, that submission, following up that tap out. Hipnosis got stitched up for being busted open on night 1 to capitalizing on a huge victory going into night 3. Hipnosis with a huge win, huge victory, and his gateway to creating his destiny, become the first ever Destiny Champion, is right here in the palm of his hand. We'll see you at the finals. As we look at the tail of the tape, we got Scott Adams, Hipnosis, Scott Adams, and Mason Brooks in our finals here tonight. Scott Adams beat Evan Reynolds. Mason Brooks beat Apache Guerrero. COLDSTONE suffered a huge defeat over Hipnosis. And these three men, Hipnosis, Scott Adams, Mason Brooks, are going to the finals. We're going to see the Empire Wrestling Network represented by Online Wrestling Federation, Fight Zone Wrestling, and SPW2K, carried on the back by Hipnosis, the legend and the icon Hipnosis, gonna go for the big gold and a huge opportunity to become the first ever Destiny Champion. But within that way, he has to fight Call of Honor, the man that has been creating excellence throughout this tournament, Scott Adams. And if that isn't enough, it's Mason Brooks, the unorthodox wild card that is being thrown into this triple threat that is going to headline our finale. You have to tune in. You have to tune in to our finale of the Destiny Championship Series Tournament 2018, presented to you by Supreme Pro Wrestling 2K. We would like to thank all the CAWS promotions that threw their hat in to compete. All 12 CAWS talents that threw their hat in to compete. But at the finale, it'll be down to Hipnosis, Scott Adams, Mason Brooks. We'll see you at night 4, the Destiny Championship Series finale show. See you at the matches.